President Obama is headed outside the Beltway, back on a campaign trail of sorts, pushing his economic message in a series of speeches planned over the next few months. The president, whose administration has spent the first 6 months of its second term focusing on things like guns and immigration, with scandals at home and abroad competing for its attention, has vowed to put the economy back atop its agenda. Some pundits say his speech at Knox College in Illinois Wednesday will likely be somewhat of a rework from the speech he gave there 8 years ago, his first major speech on the economy, making this roughly the 10th time the White House has made such a pivot to refocus on jobs and growth, according to the Washington Post's Dana Milbank. Obama's renewed push, of course, comes at a time of major partisan gridlock dominating Washington and a looming budget battle set for the fall. House and Senate versions of their 2014 budget, for instance, are $91 billion apart in terms of spending, putting lawmakers on the path to pass a stopgap budget in September to avoid an October government shutdown. That's assuming both parties can overcome their differences on spending levels. Republican House Speaker John Boehner's office has already gone after the president for making yet another speech serving as little more than a, quote, big setup for higher taxes. But a writer for NBC says that may be all the president can do at this point. The problem is that there's very little that Obama can do on his own to help the economy right now. Unlike during the aftermath of the financial collapse, the biggest problems with the economy are now far-ranging, slow-motion crises that require a serious degree of bipartisan cooperation. And even if his words do prove somewhat ineffectual,
it doesn't mean that Congress is going to then say, okay, welcome back, Mr. President. We're ready to legislate all your ideas, of course. But I still think just because there's gridlock here, he can't just give up the focus on the economy.
Despite some steady improvements in the economy, public mistrust of Washington is soaring. A recent Washington Post NBC News poll found 6 in 10 of those polled said they would replace every member of Congress if they had the option on the ballot. By the same token, the president's job approval rating has fallen to its lowest level since August of 2011. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn.